Good evening, viewer. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's a breaking news and amazing too. Yeah, we breathe, eat, and drink teeny particles of plastic. But are these molecules speaks in the body harmless, dangerous, or somewhere in between? Small study published Wednesday in the New England Journal of Medicine raises more questions than it answers about how these bites, microplastics, and the smaller nanoplastics might affect the heart. The Italian study has weaknesses but is likely to draw attention to the debate over the problem of plastic pollution. Plastic waste is never recycled and breaks down into these particles. The study is intriguing. Yeah, however, there are really substantial limitations, said Dr. Steve Nishan, a heart expert at the Cleveland Clinic. It is a wake-up call that perhaps we need to take the problem of microplastics more seriously as a cause for heart disease, not proven as a potential cause. Yes, maybe. What did the study find? About 257 people who had surgery to clear blocked blood vessels in their necks. Italian researchers analyzed the fatty buildup that the surgeons removed from the carotid arteries which supply blood and oxygen to the brain. Using two methods, they found evidence of plastics, mostly invisible nanoplastics in the artery plaque of 150% and no evidence of plastics in 107%. These people for 3 years during that time, 30 or 20% of those with plastics had a heart attack, stroke or died from any cause compared to 8 or about 8% of those with no evidence of plastics. The researchers also found more evidence of inflammation in the people with the plastics bites in their blood vessels. Inflammation is the body's response to injury and is to raise the risks of heart attacks and strokes too. I hope that the alarming message from our study will raise the consciousness of citizens, especially government, to finally become aware of the importance of the health of our planet, said Dr. Rafael Marfella of the University of Campania in Italy, who led the study in an email. What are the problems with the study? It is very small and looked only at people with narrow arteries who are already at risk for heart attacks and stroke. The patients with the plastics had more heart diseases, diabetes and high cholesterol than the patients without plastics. They were more likely to be men and more likely to be smokers. Researchers tried to adjust for these risk factors during their statistical analysis, but they may have missed important differences between the groups that could account for the results. This kind of study cannot prove that the plastics caused their problem. Researchers had information on what the people consumed or breathed that might account for the plastics. The specimens could have been contaminated in the lab. The researchers acknowledged as much in their paper and suggest that future studies be done in clean rooms where air is filtered for pollutants. Researchers suggest the risk of heart attack, stroke or death was 4 times greater in the people with the plastics. That seems high, Nissan said. It would mean that these microplastics are the most important cause of coronary heart disease yet discovered, and I just don't think that's likely to be right, he said. More research is needed, said Dr. Philip Landrigan of Boston College. Landrigan, who wrote an accompanying editorial in the journal, said it is the first report suggesting a connection between microplastic and nanoplastics with disease in humans. Other scientists have found plastics bites in the lungs, liver, blood, placenta and breast milk too. Bed the report. Glory Globe TV Delhi, Bharat.